So here's an interesting question. What ROI is greater, SEO or pay-per-click? And so selfishly, I would like to say SEO gives off greater ROI. And the reason is because, as you start to develop an SEO strategy and you start to publish content on your website and you start to get links to the website, eventually that content, right, that you wrote today, in 3 months from now is hopefully getting some traffic to the website, right? And then in 4 months from now, hopefully that traffic is turning into some leads. And then hopefully those leads are turning into some revenue, right, for your firm, right? But the content that I write today, again, will start generating those traffic and leads, in a couple months. Next month, as I write more content, like that'll generate more traffic and leads. And the following month, it'll generate more, right? So it starts to compound, right, over time. So the investment that you make today will continue to pay dividends for years into the future, right? Whereas pay-per-click is one of those things that you're just truly like renting, right? Traffic from Google, right? So you put a budget, you generate like instant like traffic, you're generating instant leads, and you're generating maybe instant revenue, right? Not necessarily a bad thing, but the moment that you stop that, it becomes a sunk cost, right? You have nothing to show for it, right? Meaning in the future. So again, I think it's important to make sure that you're doing both. If SEO is working well, you can continue to feed, that channel. And if pay-per-click is working well, you continue to feed that channel, and then over time, typically what tends to happen is, your average, if you're a lawyer, your average cost per lead and your average cost per signed case, stays about the same in terms of a pay-per-click strategy, right? Whereas an SEO strategy, right, because you're generating more leads and more cases from all the content that you're investing in, usually the average cost per lead and the average cost per signed case typically trends down, right? I've seen that go from like $2,000 per signed case all the way down to like $200 per signed case with a good SEO strategy after a couple of years of making that investment.